What up, though? Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button. To all my spades, welcome back. And I hope y'all are blessed. I hope y'all blessed abundantly. Well, today I wanted to explain to you, when you're dealing with the devil, and the devil tell you they can't help you, please don't stop there. Excuse me. Please don't stop there. Don't you dare stop when a demonic spirit or the devil tell you there's nothing they can do for you. Don't stop there. Because then you gotta take it to God. You gotta take it to God and let God resolve it for you. And let's get into it. All right, like y'all have read the description, I would never, ever buy another Serta product. And again, I've spent some good money on mattresses, and I can't remember if I've ever bought a Serta mattress, but they're a popular brand. So I know the most I've ever spent on a mattress was probably about $3,500. But again, I can't remember the name brand now of that particular mattress. However, I can't recall if I've ever had a Serta. I really can't. However, about a year ago, I purchased a Serta chair from Sam's Club. And since I purchased the chair, I barely sit in it. It's in my game room where I got a pool table and a few other games and, a big screen TV. However, I barely sit in the chair. Honestly, I might have, and I'm kind of being a little considerate in my thinking. I can't tell you exactly. I'm thinking 7 to 10 times, if that, if 10. Okay. Since I purchased the chair, it was a recliner chair, electric, with the electric little button that you can recline, and had like 2 cup holders on the chair, and it had the little illuminating lights. And again, not many hours at all sitting in the chair. It's in my game room, didn't sit in it. Barely have sat in the chair. And maybe about 3 weeks, I bought it around this time last year. Actually, it was March 29th, according to the receipt. March 29th, 2024. Now, 3 weeks ago, we had it was like a thunderstorm here in my area. It was thundering and lightning. I remember cutting off my TV and going to sleep. I get up the next morning, and as I'm walking through the house, going through the game room, I noticed the lights were on. I'm like, hey, what's going on with this? And I end up unplugging the chair because we were supposed to have some more rain, some more bad weather. So I just unplugged it. I didn't test it, didn't even I figured maybe, sometimes, when it thunder and lightning, sometimes, it might mess with your surge or whatever, or, your power might go out and then come back on. I don't know, because it was, like I said, I went to sleep, but I do know it was storming because I cut my TV off. I didn't think nothing of it, unplugged the chair because we were supposed to have some more bad weather. Then maybe a week or two later, plugs the chair up, go to set in it, go to recline to watch the Detroit Pistons game or what have you, and the recliner is not working. Then I go to cut the light off, the lights won't go off around the cup holders. And you know how you say, hey, I got to call, see what's what, see if they'll replace it or what have you. And I'm like, yeah, it still should be under warranty because it's about a year old. So I wasn't worried about it. And you know how you intend to call, but you forget to call. It's been about 2 weeks now. Finally, yesterday I go to Sam's and I talk to a gentleman. He was the manager. I tell him what happened. He gives me the number to Serta. He say, hey, you have to call Serta. Called Serta yesterday, but they were closed. Well, by the time I called them, they was closed. Called back today. And it took me a little time to get to them, before I got, customer service. You know how they have you on hold. And then I talked to one person, oh, that's not my area. I got to transfer you to, the sofas or the indoor furniture, whatever she said. Finally, I guess to the correct department. I tells the young lady what happened or what have you. I think it was maybe due to the storm that came through. And now the young lady was perfect. Well, her tone was professional. So once I told her, she said, okay, what date did you buy it? Then when I tell her, I'm so sorry, you missed it by a week or two, so it's out of warranty. And I'm saying, excuse me? Yes, I'm so sorry, sir. Yes, you just a little bit past the date you purchased it. So I'm saying the chair has barely been used. I may have sit in it 7 times. And I'm being generous when I say 7 to 10 times, And you mean to tell me there's nothing you could do for me, ma'am? There's nothing? No, we can't do anything. I'm sorry. You just missed the cutoff date for your warranty. That's what she's telling me. And I'm saying, hold it. You can't be serious. I'm trying to explain to you, the chair is new. It's barely been used. And it's been a week or two past the date, and there's nothing you can, no, I'm sorry, we can do nothing. And, but again, her tone was very professional. So I starts to vent. I'll say, I can't believe I'm dealing with you. Ma'am, the only thing you're telling me is what you can do. You ain't told me not one time what you can do. I said, can? You even asked your manager or your boss or your boss's boss. Can you get someone else? Can you at least do that? Can you ask? Since it's a week or two past the actual date that I purchased it, can you at least do that? And she finally, well, yes, I can do that. I said, yeah, because you keep telling me what you can't do. So what can you do? Your customer service. So she said, yes, I will go ahead and whatever. And I say, yes. I mean, if y'all need pictures, if y'all need me to take it to Sam's Club so somebody can verify that, hey, it looks practically brand new. It looks brand new. It looks like how I purchased it. And I'll go on to tell her, yes, because I purchased it, it was the last chair. And I purchased it, it was the showroom floor chair or whatever. Then she go, oh no, I'm so it was, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I can't even take it to my manager. If it was out of the box, if it was on the floor, we definitely can't do anything. I said, I can't believe, what? So you mean to tell me you were going to help me? You were going to ask your manager, your supervisor, but because I told you I bought the last one and it was the one that was on the floor, now you definitely can't do anything for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, we can't do it. I said, ma'am, I would never deal with Serta again. And I must have went on. I must have said, listen, Serta, I should have did my research. And I said, whoever is the owner, the CEO, or whomever, I said, they don't stand behind a product. Because if you telling me there's nothing you can, absolutely nothing, you have no compassion as me being a customer or patronizing your company, and I'm informing you the chair has been barely used. You can't give me 10% off the next or half off the next chair. You can't work with me in any kind of way. And I said, ma'am, I know it's not you. I did go on to say, hey, I know it's not you, ma'am. So this is not directed towards you. And I hope they're recording it, because whoever is the owner, the CEO, or whatever, if they're instructing y'all to treat y'all customers like this, I would never deal with y'all again. This is a loser company. You're taking advantage of hardworking people. I work hard. And you telling me it's absolutely nothing you can't do. And I'm telling you, I barely used the chair. And I went on, I say, you would never get that from Coach. I've taken things back to Coach or whatever, or purses, whatever. They stand behind a product. I've taken stuff back to Cartier. They stand behind a product. Whether it was a year, 2 years, whatever, they stand. It's certain companies out here, Johnson's and Murphy. It's certain companies, it's certain brands that stand behind a product. And I told I would never deal with y'all again. Never. Because all you're telling me is what you can't do. And I must have vented to that lady. And I said, it's not directed towards you. It's for the people who are listening. Because they're rich and they're taking advantage of people. And I say that's what make them losers. Because you're rich and you're taking advantage of hardworking people. And I was so upset. I get off the phone. I must have vented for about 20 minutes to this poor lady. I get off the phone. And something just told me to call Sam's Club. Now, even though a manager at Sam's Club told me, hey, they couldn't help me, I had to call Serta. They just told me that. But something in my spirit, let me call Sam's Club back. I call Sam's Club back, and a young lady answers the phone. Yes, how can I help you? And I say, hey, I need a manager. Do you have one in particular? Can you give me a man, please? I just got through dealing with a woman. So I figured, hey, maybe a man might understand, my hard working money and buying something and something that's, it stopped working when you barely use it. Maybe because a woman might, hey, it don't work. Hey, you a man, buy another one. So let me speak to a man. Maybe that man will understand. I get this gentleman, his name, he was a manager, one of the managers. His name was Mr. Dwayne, young brother. Looked like he could be 25, 30. Young brother. Explains it to him. Hey, exactly what I told the woman, the customer service at Serta. Hey, man, I had the chair for years in my game room. I barely used the chair. I might have sat in it 7 to 10 times. I'm kind of being generous with even saying that. Uh, hey, we had that storm, and I guess he knew we had bad weather 2 to 3 weeks ago. Yeah, and since then, hey, the lights came on, I unplugged it, but plugged it back up, went to sit in it, recline it, didn't work. All glory be to God for placing Mr. Dwayne, for first dropping in my spirit to even call back when the manager already told me yesterday he couldn't do nothing. You got to call Serta because it had been a year. Talk to Mr. Dwayne, young brother, 25 to 30, young. And thank God dropped it in his spirit. Hey man, bring that chair and I'm gonna see what I can do for you. See what I can do, let me lay eyes on it. Hey, I'm willing to. He's seen it. Mr. Dwayne, oh my goodness, yeah, it do look new. He agreed, it do look new. This is what I'm gonna do for you, sir. Hey, like I said, it's been a couple weeks. That storm, that was around the time. When that storm happened, that was around the time that you purchased it. I'm gonna give you a full refund. All glory be to God. My spades. We have to encourage one another. We have to inspire one another. We have to motivate one another. That's our responsibility to one another. And lately I've been talking about being humble. You gotta be humble. You have to have humility. We gotta get rid of the pride. And the lesson of the day, don't stop pursuing something when the devil telling you you can't do it. It won't happen. Don't stop when the devil tells you there's nothing we can do. You got to take it to God, because when you take it to God, he will put a Mr. Dwayne in your life that value customers, that have compassion for people that work hard and purchase items, and the items is barely going to make it to the item barely going to make it to the end of the warranty. So thank God for we have to thank God for the Mr. Dwaynes. So we got to pray that God put his people, in these places where we spend our money. We have to pray, Lord, put your people, behind the TV networks so they could put the right programs so our kids ain't watching the wrong programs. We have to pray. These are things we have to pray for. Lord, put the Mr. Dwaynes, in the right places so we won't get messed over. When you're dealing with someone from this Serta company that had no compassion, that offered me no solution. They didn't offer me half off my next purchase. They didn't offer me 20%, 30%. They didn't offer me 10%. So thank God for all the Mr. Dwaynes that he put in places to help us. And also the women. Also the women that he put in places that have compassion to help us. So, hey, Serta, never again. But until the next time, my spades, I love you. Hey, I wish you love and happiness, and continue to love.